Hi guys, welcome back to my weekly readings. I trust you guys are having a wonderful beginning to December. For those of you that are Sagittarians or born in the month of December or the lighter part of November, happy birthday guys. I'm there right along with you. I'm going to be putting out a reading for Sagittarius in a little while as well, so stay tuned for that. So, onward with the weekly reading. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Today we're going to take a little peek at the energies that may affect us for the week of the 3rd through to the 8th of December. We're going to be working our way through the end of this year very quickly, so stay prepared for a lot of energies that are going to be shifting. You are going to be shifting. The energies around us are shifting. There's a lot of negative energy that is in the news. Try to stay away from that propaganda, and listening to those things are allowing it to affect you in a negative way, because that is exactly what is being pushed upon us, and we need to not worry about those things at this time. Even though some of them may be a little bit harsh, you need to set it aside, because for the moment we can't do anything, but we can try to take care of ourselves and our families, the people that we love, and prepare for changes that may be coming in the future that could be a bit harsh. And I know that it's going to affect us all. And for people that have precognizant dreams or are able to prophesize the future, I know that some things are going to be bleak, but always remember that there's going to always be that balance, because if we continue to pray and we continue to believe and we continue to grow, there's always going to be that balance that the angels will bring about, as long as we ask for it, we pray. And things may get a little tough there, but they're always going to help support us. But we need to believe and have faith that that will happen, so that it does. We can't allow the mentality of negativity or that energy to overtake us. And if we give it more energy, then it's going to happen. So think positive thoughts, get out in nature, because I think that if you start to connect with nature in a positive way, you'll be able to feel the pull. As soon as you are in nature, you'll feel the connection to the divine. I'm telling you, it's there, and you can feel it. It's something physical that happens to your body, that you can actually feel that there is like an attachment. There is a connection that pulls you upward. That is the connection that we have to the divine. So I want you guys to, each of you, go out and practice that. Get out in nature, meditate, sit in nature, appreciating the beautiful things that nature does offer and the connection that we have to the divine, until you feel it, until you learn to feel it, so that every time that you are connecting, you can actually feel that connection that you have, and kind of thank the divine for always being there. Thank your angels, your guides as well, for the guidance that it provides each and every day that they provide. It's energy, though. We tend to look at them or think of them as entities, and they can materialize as an entity, but mostly they're energy. They're very powerful and always with us, so try to remember that. Okay, onward with the reading. Again, let me thank you guys first. Oh, by the way, I'm out in the garden, if I haven't already mentioned that, in the butterfly garden. I'm just at the beginning of the garden, but you might hear the occasional bird or the occasional bell, and that is why. I think they just want to let you know that they're part of this, and they wanted to come in and give you their 2 cents worth. What does that bird call mean to you? The connection to the divine is what we were talking about, right? So it's there to tell you, yeah, there's more to life than what meets the eye. There's more to the connection that we have to nature than what you know, but you have to get out there and experience it for yourself, so that you too can know what I'm talking about. All right, let me focus on the reading. There's a lot of lessons that we are learning. Again, there's some planets that have gone into retrograde, so it's helping us reconnect with parts of us that perhaps we still need to polish just a little bit more as we move into the new era, to the new age, to the new year that's coming up. We're trying to become more enlightened, to follow more of a spiritual path, more of a connection to the divine. And in order to do that, We have to let go of a lot of negative thinking, negative patterns, things that we've done forever and a day, and it's kind of hard to break away from it, but we need to let go. There has to be some type of a metamorphosis, of a change, of growth, something that's tangible, that people can feel it, that people can see it in you, and that it's not something that you're doing just as a facade, but it's something that you're doing because you have actually grown, you have actually learned from the mistakes that you have made over and over and over again, and you want to get past that. You want to be able to allow that wall that you have come down. And as I was shuffling the cards, the Nine of Wands, which has been coming out in the last few months constantly for me, it has been a card that shows me that you need to persevere. You need to hang in there. But you don't need to wall yourself off from the people that love you or from others that are trying to approach you, because in order for you to become more enlightened or more connected to the divine energy, you have to open up to love. You also have to open up to pain. You have to open up to all of the energies that come, and you need to let go of the ones that don't serve you and attract more of the ones that you do need in order to nourish yourself. It's more like prana. It's more like food from the divine that comes in. But it has to be unconditional. And it has to be love. You know, that's the only thing that's going to help us grow. And it has to be unconditional love. Not just love for a reason or for a purpose or for money or for whatever it is. It has to be unconditional love to live and let live. Live and let be others who they are. They all have their own path. So we need to learn to do that, you know. And we have been hurt along the way because of our own limited thinking, okay, which has kept us stuck because we're limiting ourselves from others, from the things that we can manifest, from the things that we desire. So we need to stop doing that, okay? It's okay to have your passions. It's okay to protect yourself to a certain extent. You know, you don't want to go do something stupid and crazy like stand in front of a truck, because you know that faith and love, whatever, is not going to stop that truck from hitting you. But your family members or people that are close to you, they're there for a reason. You incarnated with that soul group for a reason. So there's things there that you need to learn, you know, and they are your reflection. So you need to learn from them. People at work as well. Your friends, your BFFs also. There's things there that you need to learn. So you need to open up a little bit more to them, and you need to like relax, because they're not there to attack you. They're not the enemy. You know, they are part of your lessons. They're part of your growth. So you need to open up to them more. You also need to open up to love. This card, as well as the other one, when I was shuffling, they were the only cards that blew out. Okay, and they reversed themselves. So I know that I need to read them in reverse. The angel of love. There's love that's trying to come into your life. But unless you open up to all kinds of love, not just a romantic type of love, it won't happen. There's a block. There's an energetic block that this Nine of Wands has up, that you need to let down. You need to release that fear of being hurt, or the fear of allowing someone in because you don't know how it's going to end. You can't see the end, you know, game with this, so you're afraid to let it in. So you're blocking yourselves from all sorts of love, relationships, friendships, more people, you know, that'll try to approach you once they can feel that you're open to them, you know, that you're not going to attack them, you know, as soon as they start walking up to you or say something. You're not going to say something negative, or you're not going to like draw back because you're afraid of, you know, what they're going to say or what they're going to do. You have to open up to all kinds of love. There's also listening to your intuition, because you can drop your guard. You can allow people to come in, but you also can't just go with the first choice or the first thing that happens. If you see that there is something that you're being attracted to, or someone that's being attracted to you, and it's not quite right because there's a little bit of a negative energy or some type of a negative attachment, you need to let it go. You just can't jump on every situation. You have to weigh it out and know what is best for you. If that's something that you want, then go for it. But also listen to your intuition as you're moving forward, because not everything is going to be there for you. You need to know this. Some people are going to be attracted to what you do, the things that you do and how you do them, because others are going to be watching you as you move through this week. It could be at your job, it could be friends, it could be romantic partners that are watching to see, you know, what you are like in order for them to approach you. They want to get to know you first, perhaps from afar, and then approach you when they feel that they can. When the energetic block goes down and when they have their own blocks. Because remember, if you are hoping to meet someone new, or you have thought about starting a new romantic relationship or would like to attract one, you also have to know that you are going to attract someone that's just like you. So if you've had a wall up, so will they. If you have issues, so will they. So you need to remember that. This position is very difficult. So you're coming out of this position now because you're trying to come out of this block that you have, this indecision, this protection, where your emotions are always in an uproar, or they can be in a moment, because you're protecting yourself. You don't want to see the decisions that are coming, that you're moving towards. The Three of Swords. Okay, the Three of Swords is a heartbreak. For some of you, it's a third-party situation that's really broken your heart, and you need to heal from this. You need to move away from that and stop protecting yourself from that situation. You don't want to continue that anymore in your life. Okay, this is what you want right here. Opening up to the flow of abundance of love, of emotions in your life. You want to open up to this from now on. You don't want to block yourself off from that anymore. And it can happen at any time, as soon as you are ready. And that's if you have an existing relationship or not. You could still have a relationship where you have issues. Okay, issues of intimacy, issues of blocking, of afraid that something's going to happen, that someone is going to come into the relationship and break your heart, like the Three of Swords represents, or some type of betrayal that will wound you for your life, for the rest of your life. You have to let that go, because the thought of it can attract it into your life. So you have to not think that way. You have to think positive about your new love, or the love that you have. You can start new. You can start fresh with a new face, with a new action, towards your partner. Okay, so things start happening in a better way for you, in a more positive and loving and open and honest way in your relationship. And for those of you that are hoping to meet someone like that, it's out there. You can manifest it. It can come into your life. You just have to open up to that possibility and not limit yourself. The limiting is what's causing you to have problems, because you're limiting your choices, you're limiting your thoughts, and your actions are following through. So you're not going to get what you desire, because maybe you don't even know what you desire. You might be too afraid to even face the reality of it. I mean, there's someone there for all of us. We all have soulmates from other lifetimes that have yet to come into our lives. We all have friends. We all have people that are waiting to come into our lives to be a part of it, but we have to allow it. Okay, we have to allow it before it can actually happen. All right, where are we on our paths? Let's find out. Well, where are we in our paths? We're opening our hearts up. We are wanting to share our lives with others. We want to offer a cup of love. We want to offer ourselves to other people and say, hey, here I am. Here I am. I'm healed. I'm still a little bit protected. I'm not going to open up completely, but slowly but surely, I'm already here. I'm here. I'm offering a cup towards others. This could also represent a water sign that's coming into your lives, or someone that's very romantic, very loving and open, someone that likes to share, someone that likes to go out and have a little drink because of the size of the cup. Pretty big, right? It's almost bigger than the horse. It's just representation of you finally opening up to love. For some of you that are single, watch out, because the cup of love, Ace of Cups, and the romantic Knight of Cups represents an approach of a lover, an approach of someone that could be offering their love to you, or some type of a romantic relationship, or perhaps the beginning of it. For you, being able to open up to something that can open your heart up and make it flow again. You're wanting to do this. What can block you? I guess nothing. At this point, you are really going to be congratulated. You're going to be revered because they're going to see the changes in you, you know. You're going to go from someone that's been completely protecting themselves with the wall up. Don't approach me, don't mess with me, because I'm going to hit you with my stick and it's going to hurt you. Not anymore. You're ready. You're ready, you're ready, you're ready. It could be two people that approach you, a fire sign and a water sign, for those of you that are single. For those of you that are in a relationship, you're going to become very, very enamored with your partner again. Look, we have the Two of Cups at the bottom. Okay? You're going to start something new. This is a new year coming in, and you really want to feel love in your life. You want to be able to experience it and show it. This is love that overflows, a cup that overflows. You're going to be like very emotional with your partner, and you're going to be showing it, and you're going to be offering your love. You're going to be excited. You're going to invite them to go out and do things with you, something new, something fresh, different. And they're going to see that. They're going to say, what is going on with you? You know, and your friends are going to pull a little bit closer to you because they're going to see that you have changed. You know, you're more open, and they'll feel the energy that's more attractive to them. You're going to attract them a little bit more because you're going to be showing more love to them, and that's a good thing. Okay, so you're going to feel very triumphant as you move through this week. There's nothing going to block you this week, okay? Because this card that's crossing you, it's crossing a Knight of Cups that's offering love, and this is the Six of Wands, which is triumph after a very difficult time. I mean, it's hard to keep this position because not everyone is going to be happy about you being so attractive or so open to receiving love or open to giving love. Not everyone is going to like that. So it'll be hard to keep that position, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it in the long run, because what you will get from the universe and what you will attract into your life, which is pure unconditional love and overflowing of it. So an abundance of love, an abundance of emotions that are going in the right direction. Finally, it's going to be worth it. So keep going in that direction. Let's see, what have we forgotten? We have forgotten that we can manifest anything that we want in our lives. The Nine of Cups, this is one of the best cards in our lives. This card here represents a wish that you have put out there, and you have forgotten something. There's a wish that you're trying to manifest, something that you want in your life, and you've kind of set it aside because you've been too busy trying to block yourself and trying to go in the wrong direction. So it's time to stop doing that, because you want this wish. You don't want this wish blocked anymore. You want to remember the things that you are working for, the things that you want to attract into your life, because it's coming. These two cards together, triumph and the wish. Whew. For some of you, if you are single, there is a new relationship that's coming into your life, and it is inevitable at this time because of the cards that are coming out. It's just the way that it is. What do we need to get out and express in our lives? Well, the ending of cycles. We need to close cycles out in our lives. We need to also travel, because I think that if you move around a bit, maybe get away for a weekend, it doesn't have to be anything really expensive. For some of you, traveling to another country is on the cards here, because this is travel and overseas travel. So there could be someone that asks you to come and visit them, you know, overseas. You could travel overseas to go see a country that you've always wanted to see, or somewhere that you've always wanted to be. This could also be the closing out of cycles in your life, a big cycle, one that's been very difficult for you to close. This is what you need to face now. You need to close the cycle and start the new one. Okay, I get that card a lot too, the World card. It's endings, endings, endings of a lot of things in your life. Endings of the past, endings of things you've been hanging on to forever and a day. Release them. Attitudes, thought patterns, addictions even. This could also represent like an excess of food, of alcohol, of something that you could be addicted to that you need to break, okay? Could also be representing that here. An excess of something that you do in excess. It could be a negative pattern, a thought, an outburst with the Ace of Cups. An outburst of emotion that perhaps you need to curb that. You need to get some kind of control over your emotions, okay? And when you're going to express them, have some kind of control over how you express yourself with other people, with people that you love, because you will alienate them, like this card does represent. Alienation of others. So you need to control your emotions, control how you talk to other people. And if there's someone around you that's like that, maybe they need to control how they talk to you, or they're going to learn to do this. But this here is representing you, representing what you need to do in your life, because you're listening to this video, so it's something that's going to jive with you. And if it doesn't, then maybe next week, because it's not going to jive with everyone. This is a general reading. If you guys want a reading, personal reading, contact me via my email. The options that we have: starting something new in our lives, going down a new path, a different direction. Stop allowing others to take away your power, and stop doing it to others as well. You need to control your thoughts, and you need to control your actions. Be careful what you say to other people, because you can alienate your friends, your family, people that you leave without power because of an outburst or an argument. That you have to be careful. You could do this to your romantic partner as well, and you don't want to do that. During this week, we're learning to curb this. We're learning not to do this, and not to allow others to do it to ourselves either. If you need to walk away from a discussion, then do so. But don't let others take away your power anymore as well, because you need to be yourself. You need to be strong. Strong. This could represent also a fire sign that comes into your life, a Leo perhaps. Someone that has strength and character, someone that has the sun behind them. And this could represent you, learning to stand up for yourself, learning to curb your outbursts, your emotions, learning to work with your emotions in a positive way, learning to open up to others, to relationships again, so you're not so alone. The outcome. Oh, good card. The outcome. Celebrations with family, with friends, with yourself. Celebrating finally that you are getting the picture, that you're learning to connect with the divine, that you're learning to control yourself, and you're opening up again to better times in your life, happier times. This could also represent a marriage. For some of you might get a marriage proposal from the person that you have been involved with for a long time. This could also be a marriage proposal that comes from others at this time. You're so surprised. Really? But be careful as well if it's someone from the past that's trying to come back into your life, because you could have unfinished business with them. So I would recommend that you sit down and have a nice talk with them and see how they are now. Do not allow someone to fool you. Remember, we're not allowing anyone to take our power away, because perhaps in the past that same person took our power away, and that same person will do it again, because it's someone that is all about themselves, and they do not want to share. Okay? And if you have learned that, then perhaps the person can come back in a different way as well, because again, a reflection. That's a lot of information, I'm telling you. You're gonna have to think about that. It's like philosophy, or something like that, where you have to really sit down and think about these things, because they're long-lasting things in our lives. Okay, what's our week going to be like, people? That was just the personal part of the reading. Let's see what the week's going to be like. Right. Good, I hope. I'm not going to read any more reverse cards. Do you want me to read a reverse card? Nah. They fall on the floor, too many of them. I only want one card. Alright. I guess I have to pull it. Beginning of the week. Queen of Wands. Ready for action. So at the beginning of the week, we're going to feel very strong within ourselves. Very creative as well. And prepared, connecting with our intuition, ready for the sun to shine in our lives. We may be a little bit attractive this week, so watch out for that. Maybe you're going to do your hair a little different, put a little bit of makeup on your lips, whatever. You're going to feel a little bit attractive. And then comes the big change. The old Tower card to put us in our place again. So a revelation that happens and we're like, oh shit, really? I'm going to change. The Queen of Wands can bring about that change. So at the beginning of the week, you're going to be fired up, ready to go, full of energy. Then the Tower. There's something that happens that's a revelation, something that changes in your life, okay? And the old cards come down and they have to rebuild again. So something that you're going to be rebuilding, whether it's your attitude, your thoughts. Some of you are moving, but you'll have that energy of the Queen of Wands behind you. So something that changes, okay? There's going to be a change. Things are going to happen. Perhaps it's at work. Perhaps a lot of positions are going to change around, and you're going to be like right in the middle of it, but you're going to be standing tall, so don't worry. There's going to be a choice that you're going to have to make, okay? Because this is the Lover's cards. It doesn't represent a big romantic relationship. It could for some, or in some instances, but for the most part, it represents a head over heart decision. It represents a choice between two things, between following your head, what's logical in your life, or following your heart, what's connecting you to all that is. So in the middle of the week, you're going to be hit with a choice because there's some changes that are coming about, okay? And there's nothing you can do about them except follow through. Grab my next card. There's going to be new structure. So perhaps this could be coming from work. Things are going to be restructured at work. So there's going to be some changes that are going to happen. This could represent a boss, or it could represent just an energy or just something that's happening at work or at home. You could be restructuring your home or the way that things work at home. This could also represent an Aries that have something to do in your life as you move through this week. Because this represents Aries, it represents structure, order, control in your life finally. Or maybe it's just you making the choice to have better control over your life, better control over the things that happen in your life, so that the changes don't affect you as much as they have in the past. So when the Tower comes and there's a new epiphany, a new change, something that you have to do that really changes the foundation of what you have done up to now, it doesn't throw you off balance because you are better controlled, you know. You're making better choices as you move through this week in all areas of your life. Okay, so the end of the week, let's see. After all of that, Temperance, Sagittarius. You're going to be well balanced as you move through the end of the week, balancing your emotions with everyone around you, with the things that are happening. So you're gaining better control and balance of your life. This is the sign of Sagittarius. This represents Sagittarius or fire signs. So fire signs are going to be very prominent in your life this week. This is also the month for Sagittarius, so happy birthday all Saggies. I'm going to be putting out a video again for Sagittarius because it's well pronounced here in this weekly reading. So if you guys have any Sagittarian friends who are going to be very prominent in your life during this week, hang tight with them because maybe they'll take you out or have some fun with you. If your mates are Sagittarius, you need to pay attention to them because they're going through a lot of changes, and you need to show them a lot of love so that they can open up finally to you in the way that you want them to. Looks like we're going to have a beautiful week, guys. You ready for the interactive part of the reading? So pick A, B, or C. A lot of fire in our week, so a lot of action, a lot of inspiration, a lot of positive energy, a lot of balanced energy, a lot of love that you're going to be expressing and others are going to be showing you because you're going to be attracting it. So be careful again with the choices that you make and the people that come into your life during this week if it's something new, okay? Because you're going to be attracting a lot of new energy into your life. All right, I have one of my little decks over here. All right, protect it so it doesn't start the wind picks up and they don't fly off. So guys, have you got your tree up or your decorations up for Christmas? You need to raise your energies. For those of you that just said, no, I'm not doing anything, you need to do a little something. Okay, if anything, just donate some stuff to a Goodwill or a family, friends, what have you. Do something that's positive for other people and for yourself. Okay, for those of you that chose A, you need to rest. You need to rest, spend time with those that you love, children, grandchildren. You need to take a rest because you've been working very, very hard. It's time to rest and appreciate your surroundings. Because now you see it and now you don't. It could come and go very, very quickly. Things do change. We did get the Tower card, so there could be some drastic changes in our lives as we're moving forward this week. So appreciate every single moment and every little thing of beauty in your life. B. This is Inferno. These are choices that are made that can really bind you to someone. Negative patterns, negative thoughts. This is Inferno. The Inferno. This is like the Devil card, or feeling like you have made a very difficult choice, a very bad choice that has put you in a bad situation where others can actually like feed off of you, in a sense, your energy. Be careful with your choices as you move through this week. If you have made a decision that isn't quite right, you need to back out of it. Be careful. Don't allow like money or material things to guide you, because that card is of materialistic, or thinking negative thoughts or negative patterns, or people attracting people that are not good for you. So be careful, because you're going to be celebrating with community or opening yourself up to other people in the community, or maybe even online. So watch out for the ones that are sharks that could come in and not be very positive for you as you move through this week. So be careful with your choices, because someone could not have your best intention, have the best intentions in mind for you. C. Be honest about the things that you want to bring into your life, or the things that you want to do in your life. Sincerity is going to be a strong point for you as you move through this week. And for some of you, you're going to be taking a journey, or planning on taking a journey, or going somewhere. This could be a metaphorical journey. It's just following your intuition, which is what she is doing. She packed a little bag, so she's traveling light and following the intuition to see what her next choice is going to be in life. What is her next journey? What does this new year look like for you? And again, for some of you, you could be taking a little journey to visit family. After all, it is the holiday time where a lot of us do travel or move, go somewhere, do something with our time, with the days that we have off. Have some time thinking about, spend some time thinking about where you are, where you have been, what you have done in the last few years, and where exactly do you see yourself moving towards as you go forward this year. Let me pull another card for those of you that picked B, because I really didn't like that Inferno card. I don't like that card, but I have to leave it there because it's usually representing a person that's going to come into your life that may not be good for you. So watch out for those that come in new, or if that brought something to mind or someone to mind, then you need to eliminate that person from your life. You need to work on your root chakra. You need to get out and ground yourself to nature, to the earth. You need to have that strong. Your first chakra is a little bit weak. You need to read up on it, listen to videos, meditations, and ground yourself. That makes you stand tall. You need to eat red foods, dress with clothing that are red, and bring that energy and drop it down to your sexual organs. Okay, envision that red and drop it down to your sexual organs, and make that very, very red, and ground yourself into the earth. that might help you like stand up when you meet someone or are in the energy of someone that doesn't have your best intentions in mind. All right, guys, I do love you. Thank you so much for listening to my video. If you would like a private reading with me, you can check my blog to see if there's anything that's interesting there for you, or you can contact me at risashealingarts11@gmail.com, and I will write to you and let you know what we can do or what my availability is. Check my links, they're down below. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Have a great week, because the cards were really, really good. So bye for now. Remember, open to love. That's what our motto is this week. Bye.